Lakers Nation, pay close attention because what I'm about to share could completely change the conversation about Los Angeles' future. We're not talking about rumors or vague speculation. This is breaking news with real weight. From surprising roster opportunities that arose thanks to the Mavericks, to a bold move that convinced a promising European point guard to choose the Lakers over the Bucks, and finally, a powerful statement coming straight from the top of the organization, addressed to Luka Doncic himself. Every piece of this story connects to the bigger picture of where the Lakers are headed and what their identity will be in the post-LeBron era. Let's start with the unexpected gift Dallas just delivered to Los Angeles, because this could be the spark that ignites a new discussion about the Lakers' depth and their search for the perfect complementary piece. The Mavericks just gifted the Lakers with the perfect target linked to Luka Doncic. The Dallas Mavericks made a surprising move this week, waiving Olivier Maxence Prosper, a 2023 first-round draft pick who spent valuable time alongside Luka Doncic. According to Shams Charania, Prosper has been officially waived, making him immediately available for re-signing, and the Lakers should capitalize on this opportunity quickly. At just 23 years old, 6 feet 1 inch, with an impressive wingspan and a reputation as a versatile forward, Prosper could be exactly the kind of low-key addition Los Angeles needs for its final doubles roster spot. The Lakers currently have Christian Coloco and Chris Mannon on doubles contracts, but this final spot could become crucial for the team to balance its depth at shooting guard, a position where they are still noticeably thin. Prosper's G League numbers with the Texas Legends tell a compelling story. In 25 games, he averaged 18.3 points, 7.7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal per game, shooting nearly 50% from the field and an impressive 41.6% from three-point range on more than 5 attempts per game. These percentages demonstrate not only potential, but also real efficiency at the NBA level. Combine that with his size and defensive motor, and he fits exactly the type of player modern teams are looking for. For a Lakers roster lacking depth behind Rui Hachimura and lacking the luxury of a defender at power forward since losing Dorian Finney-Smith in free agency, Prosper seems like an affordable solution, but one with high potential. Even Doncic himself supported Prosper during his rookie season, saying both first-year players were performing impressively during practices and recovery games. And Jason Kidd, Dallas coach and former Lakers assistant coach, praised Prosper's effort, discipline, and ability to fit alongside stars like Doncic and Kyrie Irving. These recommendations are important. They highlight a player with untapped skill, someone who may not have gotten the opportunity in Dallas, but could flourish in a system like Los Angeles, especially with more time to develop in the South Bay. Under the Lakers' proven development program, the combination becomes even clear when analyzing the Lakers' current roster structure. Hachimura is projected to be a starter, but the roster beyond him is shaky. Ado Thiero is an exciting rookie. Jake Laravia is still an unknown quantity. Mark, and losing Finney-Smith took away one of their most reliable defenders. Prosper wouldn't have to shoulder the burden immediately. He could develop within the G League system, hone his shooting, and be called upon whenever the Lakers needed a versatile wing. For a 2-team roster spot, this is the kind of low-risk, high-reward gamble smart front offices love. Now, if you think this was just a random waiver wire story, you're mistaken, because there's another layer here. Prosper's past connection to Doncic adds an interesting narrative thread. The Lakers' signing of one of Doncic's former teammates, even in a developmental role, can be seen as part of a larger strategy to build familiarity and chemistry around their new star. And speaking of new players arriving in Los Angeles, let's shift gears to another fascinating story. A young European point guard who had to choose between Milwaukee and Los Angeles, and explained why he felt the Lakers were the right fit for him. Guard explains why he chose the Lakers over the Bucks. When it comes to scouting hidden gems and turning overlooked players into key contributors, the Los Angeles Lakers have built a reputation few franchises in the NBA can match. Stories like Alex Caruso, who went from an undrafted signing to becoming a fan favorite and NBA champion, or Austin Reeves, who carved out a vital role despite going undrafted, stand as reminders that the Lakers front office is always searching where others don't. That philosophy continues in 2025. And this time, the focus has landed on Lithuanian guard Augustas Marciulionis, who just signed an Exhibit 10 contract with Los Angeles. For those unfamiliar, an Exhibit 10 deal guarantees a training camp invite and usually sets the stage for a developmental stint with the team's G League affiliate, in this case, the South Bay Lakers. Marciulionis, who dealt with a foot injury leading up to the draft, saw his stock take a hit at the worst possible time. Despite being named the West Coast Conference Player of the Year twice and showing consistency as a reliable floor general, teams hesitated to commit. That left the door open for the Lakers, who swooped in and made their pitch. According to the young guard, the decision came down to two franchises, the Milwaukee Bucks and the Lakers. While both presented opportunities, it was Los Angeles that ultimately won him over. And his explanation tells us a lot about why the Lakers are seen as a different kind of organization when it comes to nurturing young talent. In his own words, Marciulionis said the Lakers' approach felt more personal and reassuring. The attention was similar, he admitted, referencing his interactions with both teams. But in Los Angeles, there were more people my agent and I knew and trusted. It felt like the right fit. That statement reveals something important. It's not just about basketball. For young international prospects navigating uncertainty, trust and familiarity are critical, and the Lakers' ability to make a player feel wanted can sometimes be the difference between signing a piece of paper or looking elsewhere. What makes this signing intriguing is that it's not only a vote of confidence in Marciulionis' potential, but also a reflection of the Lakers' confidence in their developmental program. The guard is a polished passer, strong in mid-range play, and has shown leadership qualities that echo his father's legacy. Sarunas Marciulionis, an international basketball legend. While the foot injury is a concern, the Lakers clearly believe that once healthy, he can prove himself worthy of minutes, either in the G League or eventually on the main roster. If he finds rhythm, he could easily follow the path of Reeves or Caruso, turning what seemed like a long shot into a true rotation player. The timing of this move is also strategic. Los Angeles has had to balance veteran star power with younger energy, and finding cost-effective players who can contribute is essential in the modern NBA economy. With big contracts committed to Doncic and others, securing affordable yet impactful players can be the difference between championship contention and depth issues late in the season. Marciulionis embodies that low-risk, high-reward potential. If he pans out, the Lakers gain a valuable guard option. If not, the only cost was a training camp spot and some G League minutes. It's worth remembering that the Lakers system has a history of polishing guards into unexpected contributors. Beyond Reeves and Caruso, the team has consistently tapped into undrafted or late-pick players and carved out roles for them in meaningful games. That track record likely weighed heavily in Marciulionis' decision, because few franchises can boast the same consistency in maximizing hidden talent. Now, his challenge is simple. Prove himself in training camp, show he's recovered from injury, and force the coaching staff to take a longer look at him. This move also highlights how Los Angeles continues to invest in international talent. The Lakers understand that basketball's future is global, and they're determined not to miss out on prospects who might slip through the cracks. The Marciulionis signing is both a bet on the future and a reminder that the Lakers' scouting department leaves no stone unturned. If this guard develops the way they believe he can, the Lakers might have just added another success story to their legacy of undrafted discoveries. And this brings us to the most powerful storyline of all: the Lakers' direct and unmistakable message to Luka Doncic. Because while adding depth pieces and investing in young talent is important, nothing defines the franchise's future more than its relationship with its new superstar. The next move by Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka wasn't just about basketball, it was a symbolic gesture to the entire NBA. Let's dive into how the Lakers made it crystal clear that Doncic isn't just a star on their roster. Lakers, send a clear message to Luka Doncic. When Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka boarded a flight across the Atlantic, they weren't simply traveling to watch a basketball game, they were sending a message loud enough that made the trip all the way to Katowice, Poland, to personally attend Luka Doncic's Eurobasket debut with Slovenia. This wasn't just about showing respect, it was a symbolic gesture that underlined what everyone inside the league is beginning to understand. Doncic is no longer just the Lakers' newest super contract extension could. Doncic's reaction to their presence showed just how much it meant. "It means a lot," he told Eurohoops, highlighting that Buss and Pelinka had taken an 11 to 12-hour fold. This type of organizational commitment sends a clear signal. The Lakers aren't just building around Doncic, they are investing in him emotionally by Los Angeles to ensure Doncic feels supported. From including him in free agency discussions to extend, everything points toward the Lakers securing their next franchise cornerstone for the post-LeBron era. But what makes this gesture even more important is the context. The blockbuster trade that brought Doncic to Los Angeles in February, costing Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick, was more than just a roster shuffle. It was a declaration that the Lakers were ready to pivot their identity around a new leader. Since arriving, Doncic has been active in recruiting, influencing signings like DeAndre Ayton and Marcus Smart, showing that he's ready to embrace the leadership role the franchise has offered him. His maturity, competitiveness, and global appeal align perfectly with the Lakers' brand as a team that thrives on superstar identity. Meanwhile, the shadow of LeBron James looms over this new chapter. At 40 years old and entering the season on an expiring $52.6 million contract, LeBron's future with the Lakers has never been more uncertain. Unlike in past years, there's no extension on the table and no guarantee he remains beyond this season. Rich Paul has publicly stated that LeBron will evaluate the team's direction before making any decisions, and Pelinka reinforced the organization's respect for that process, saying, "If LeBron can retire as a Laker, it would be incredible, but the decision is his." The contrast is striking. While LeBron's status remains in flux, Doncic's role has never been clearer. The trip to Poland was about much more than one Eurobasket game. It was the Lakers declaring in front of the world that their future belongs to Luka Doncic. It was a deliberate transition of power, signaling to fans, players, and rival teams that Los Angeles is committed to building a championship window centered around their new superstar. In a league where relationships often define the difference between keeping or losing elite talent, the Lakers just showed they understand the assignment. Doncic isn't just their best player. He's the foundation of their vision for the next decade. And that brings us full circle. From exploring opportunities like Olivier Maxime's Prosper, to betting on the untapped potential of Augustas Marciulionis, and finally, to flying across continents to show unwavering support for Luka Doncic, the Lakers' message is clear. This is a franchise preparing for its next great era. The only question now is whether this bold strategy will translate into banners hanging in the rafters of Crypto.com Arena. Stir, but the very face of the franchise moving forward.